Hey Samford fans, welcome into this week's edition of the Samford Sports Wrap-Up presented by Alabama Power. I'm John McAfee, joined again this week by head coach of the women's soccer team, Todd Yelton. Todd, always appreciate your time, and I know last time we had you on, it was towards the end of non-conference play. A lot has happened since then, including a perfect 6-0 start in SoCon play. Let's start by just kind of recapping this past weekend wins against Wofford, and then a big one against Furman, a team that you guys always go down to the wire with, but a 4-0 win over them on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, that was obviously a little bit unexpected, probably, right? I mean, the Wofford-Furman weekend's a tough weekend. You know, I know some of the results have gone against Wofford, but they've been super tight matches where they've lost by a goal, and I thought the Friday night game, nothing about that was easy. They have some good pieces, for sure. And then the Furman game is, you know, you and I were talking earlier, and I can't remember the last time that wasn't a draw or a one-goal game. So to put 4 past them, hopefully it gives us momentum going into the last 3 games. I mean, that attacking group that they have is a really good group, and so for us to keep them off the board and pitch a shutout was really a great day.
One thing that's been pretty cool to follow along with is the Southeast region poll that comes out every week. You guys have been in the top 10 for several weeks, hanging out right around the 7th spot right now. And when you look at it, it's just Samford, and then the 9 other teams are all SEC teams. So, I mean, it's pretty incredible company to be surrounded by.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I grew up in the South, right? And the measuring stick around here is the SEC. You know, one of the reasons that kids come here is because we play so many Power Fives. And, you know, when I first came here and I did that, you know, it was more for the experience, right, of having a chance to play on that stage and play those teams. And, you know, it's obviously changed because we've had a lot of success against Power 5 teams. It's just maybe a reward of that, you know, and representing the non-Power 5s is kind of really kind of a cool thing, and we'll just try to keep doing our best and winning games and try to move up as we can. So not a lot of control we have over that. You know, our whole focus is Friday night against the Western Carolina team, and all that other stuff will take care of itself.
Let's look ahead to this weekend. You're going to be at Western Carolina Friday, at ETSU on Sunday, and it's a chance for you to clinch your 8th consecutive SoCon regular season title. A draw would get you at least a share of the title. A win will win the title outright, so you can clinch as early as Friday. Just give us a little preview of this weekend.
Well, I tell people I love this weekend and I hate this weekend, right? Chance to go back home where I grew up and that sort of stuff. It used to be, that game used to be way cooler because the Yelton boys were coming home, and, you know, it's not that way anymore. And but that's, you know, the combination of Western and Chad and I are really, really tight. And he's a dear friend, and I respect what he's doing there. I mean, I think they have a very good team. You know, I think he'll have something to say about whether or not we clinch or don't clinch. And what I do know about them is they always show up and play really, really hard. But and then I guess you have the round 2 of the Yeltons, which you know, it's not my favorite game of the year, if I'm honest. And what they are doing there, what Jay and Matt are doing there, is incredibly impressive. I think they're probably the most improved team in our league by miles. You know, the big debate is where does the preacher and Miss Pat, my mom and dad, sit during the game? I'm pretty sure they'll be cheering for their baby boy, but we'll see.
Is there any banter between you and Jay this week leading up to that, or
there's zero, to be honest with you. I mean, there is zero banter about that. I am blessed beyond measure. My brothers are my best friends, and obviously I want them to win every game but one. And I think they think that about me. But my parents set just such a great example and created such a great family environment that our relationship is way, way bigger than this game. But for the 90 minutes, or if it could be 110 minutes, it's not my favorite time of the year, if I'm honest.
Well, we've already had one really special night this year at home with the VMI game being the Shauna Yelton Field dedication, and another one coming up in your final home game, October 24th against Chattanooga, will be the Shauna's house night. And I know that's just such an important night for you as well as the program and the university.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when we started this thing, I was like, you know, God, if you'll just let us raise a couple $1,000s, I would have been thankful. And I don't know, I think probably over the life of this, we've raised somewhere between $70,000 and $80,000. my dad used to say, where you spend your time and spend your money is what matters to you. And this university has definitely demonstrated how much they care about my family, both in time and money. But it's just an amazing night, and it's also a really great chance to help out one of our players who's now a missionary in Thailand. And you know, they have the same issues that we had in Ukraine with girls and orphans and sex trade and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, it's just another chance for us to prove how much we love people and hopefully demonstrate what the gospel looks like.
Coach, I appreciate your time. Good luck this weekend.
Thanks for having me.
It's head coach Todd Yelton. I'm John McAfee. So that'll do it for this edition of the Samford Sports Wrap-Up presented by Alabama Power.